Yep.
Okay.
You guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Good evening.
All right, you're good. We're on. Welcome to the Waterboro Town Council meeting, February 17th. You'd all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome and thank you for joining us this evening. We have no public hearings this evening. Any announcements from the board? John, anything?
Nope.
Gary?
Just give a flyer to Matt today for the Lions Club is having a corned beef and cabbage meal on St. Patrick's Day, 17th at 4 o'clock. This is for the public to know.
David?
I am all set, thank you.
Dwayne?
I have nothing.
All right. Any additions or deletions to the agenda? So we'll, our first appointment is Ron Smith, Town Auditor, and via Zoom.
Hey, folks. Kids vacation, snowmobiling here in Vermont. Sorry, I can't be there physically. So yeah, Matt, you wanna kick this off? You want me to just jump right in?
Jump right in.
So you guys have a copy of the short report, the audit. We've actually delivered you the whole final audit. It was, certainly a effort on both people's part, and I think the effort gets easier and easier now every year, to deliver this product. But I know you guys got like a short report that we typically provide your annual report. Matt, they have it all in front of them.
They have the short report in front of them.
Okay, so if I share, can you allow me to share my screen so I can just hit a couple of the pages on it?
Yep.
It says you gotta turn that feature on for me.
Okay, go for it.
You guys see it?
We see your screen, but it's black. There we go. There it is.
Okay. So can you guys see it okay? Is it big enough?
Yep.
So really, here's the whole conversation piece, for the last audit, that we typically go over every year. Just to kind of, give a little praise to this. A lot has happened in Waterboro. Some charter changes, town manager, form of government change. Change the charter where we used to have the emergency, the crisis reserve there. We kind of changed the language in that to re-obligate, funds, into capital predominantly, with 2/12 and 3/12 threshold of your net assessment being met, with the words that you put in there. So a lot's happened since last presentation, and I'll try to put this into context for you to include a lot of those changes. So if you look at this thing, the TAP had $6.8 million worth of assets. I'll put my cursor right here, okay? Against liability, everything that you owe, pooled funds that you were holding on for other funds, for whether they're special purpose funds, capital project funds, trust funds that you got in the town. And deferred taxes because of an accounting standard that says we can't recognize your whole tax commitment all in 1 year. You'll collect your money, we have to defer a portion of it, and there's a mathematical science on how we do that. So simply, when we take what you own against what you owe, about $1.2 million of liability, leaves you in the world of fund balance or surplus of about $5.6 million. And here's really where the conversation looks like. You're going to look at this surfacely and say, this $3 million, almost $3.1 million, man, that's almost a $1.5 million jump over last year at this time of our 1.6 that we had in an assigned fund balance. That's largely in part to the fact that you guys changed your charter, to really kind of, abolish is probably a good word, so that you can redirect your crisis fund money once Matt hits at that 3/12 of your net assessment. But the big thing that you'll notice, that went up to $3.1 million. This number of 1.5, you'll see that that went down from the year before, because that's typically your crisis fund. Your crisis fund was in there. Okay, so that literally lapses now in your unassigned fund balance, so that you can go back and, and exercise the language now in your charter to say, hey, we've hit the threshold, we'd like to move $500,000, into a capital reserve fund through our next budget appropriation. We'd like to use $800,000 to offset our taxes according to the change now that you have enacted, with the fund balance language that you put in there. So this is representative of the math that you'll be using for your next town meeting, minus the math that you guys use, and I think you guys used $850,000 for this budget that will end on June of 26. So when you take that math into consideration, here's the math that you'll apply to that chart, so that you can say, for consideration, we'd like to move money into capital reserve. For consideration, we'd like to use money to offset taxes for relief for next year. And you guys clearly got some money, to use. I would argue right now, and Matt, we had this conversation today, I would argue you guys use $850 for tax relief. I'm thinking that will be there again come June 30th, 2026, unless devastation happens financially for the town, for this fiscal year. You clearly are going to be able to exercise that language in your charter, you guys, and move money to reserve, like the charter says that you can do if you hit the threshold, and then use it for tax relief, tax stabilization. Clearly, you're going to have some options this year. And the one thing that I would say, as we get closer to when you guys start developing your budget here, now you've got the math to kind of do that with. Please, Matt, reach out to me so that I can help, that we kind of can, for the next couple of years, starting with this year, get some of this language under our belt, get some of this math under our belt, so that we can just make sure that we got good math, make sure that we put a good, prudent, budget together. Not that Waterboro has never done that, not done that. But just, I'd like to give you guys some guidance here for the next couple of years. We kind of get into rhythm with some of the language that we've got with the charter change, for sure. You got a tip. You've got a unique tip. You've got, money that you're able at your discretion to use with. These are all things that, are kind of new, to the town of Waterboro, for great opportunities you guys have that present themselves financially to you all, so that you can do some good things in that continue to do some good things, and then make some investments in your town as well. So this document is reflective of your charter change right now. So the audit that we just came through, I'll flip to another page here. The story that's going to tell you is that your revenues came in $1 million over your expectations, that you guys had. A lot of that was pretty much one-time injection, you guys. Excise tax, I think, was probably a little north of about $230,000, and I believe that there was $250,000 of FEMA reimbursement, that came to the town there to kind of like link and some detail to why your revenues came over projections. Your expenses came under projections by over $1 million too, but some of that was planned, and we carried forward some of that for road projects you all and some other various capital projects that you had. And I think that there's probably almost $1 million, various projects that you guys carried forward from 25 into 26 that we've also obligated in this $1.5 million right here. But overall, I would argue when you add your crisis fund to where you were last year to your unassigned fund balance, it's all sitting right here, the 3.1 and your unassigned fund balance. You guys are in good financial shape for sure, and I would expect that this is going to be the first year that you're going to be able to take the math for a spin, for this next budget that you guys are going to prepare for 2027. So, and I'm just going to flip one more page and really kind of here's the revenue over expense. You guys expected your budget to be, in the hole because you funded it last year. I think it was $700,000 fund balance, this particular budget, and other set asides that you guys had. On contrary, because your revenues were over projections, you didn't spend all your money, but we had to carry that forward. You actually increase your fund balance, but we had to reserve some of that, about $1.5 million for future projects that didn't get spent in 25, that'll be spent, here in fiscal year 26. So financially, you guys, again, man, I'd give you a good strong, A, B plus A, B plus A minus, good strong financial grade there for the town of Waterboro. But the one thing, when you change that language, for your charter, boy, you want to keep an eye on that over the next couple of years, especially with the TIF, just to make sure that the math is in the right columns and follow the wishes, of what you guys want, moving money into capital. And that's an area definitely want to fund, because there's a lot of capital money available to the world of government out there, you all. So, and that's really the highlight, of this, of this audit, really. I mean, there was a lot of work that was done. Matt will tell you, some comments and suggestions we made. Kind of like to get involved going forward with this charter changes and helping you guys out with the math, the math and that as we prepare the budget. You guys all prepare that budget. Looking forward to helping you with that, being your sounding board. But really, you guys got a lot to work with there, and that's been the case for the past few years. Just want to keep an eye on some of these charter changes, make sure that your math still stays where it's at. So,
Nice.
you guys are solid, rock solid.
Cool.
Any questions from the board?
No, I don't.
Ron?
When are you guys getting into your budget process now? Are you guys starting to talk about it right now? It's starting to heat up now?
In the middle.
Yeah, just let me know, Matt, when you're ready. I'd love to be a sounding board for you. I always look forward to those conversations with any government, so.
Okay,
Nice.
Excellent.
thank you.
Hey, everybody be well, be safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care, all.
You're the one that wants to be safe.
Yeah, right? Take care.
See ya.
Good report.
All right, any public comment? Correspondence, we have the financial reports that are on the website. Memo from Matt to town council, the 2027 budget proposed. And motor vehicle report for January 2026. York County Sheriff's Office report for January 2026. Any questions? We'll go into reports and staff initiatives, council reports. Dwayne, anything?
I have nothing tonight.
David?
No, sir.
Gary?
Yeah, Old Home Days Committee meets this Thursday for their second meeting of this upcoming season. Anybody interested, please apply. I get word that we had some applications since our last meetings, which is good. So we need more bodies.
Okay. John, anything?
Nope, nothing.
Swing it over to you, Matt.
Just a few things. Progress continues with the Public Works Garage. They've put the panels on for the walls, roof will follow. CMP's been on site, the power has been connected. The salt shed will be done later in the spring. Just so you know, I've been working with Michaela, and she is still moving forward with the community engagement for a comprehensive plan update. You should see an increase in literature and media posts. She's also identified some areas within the current zoning ordinance that she really thinks needs to get cleaned up prior to the completion of this comprehensive plan. And I have asked her if she will attend your meeting on March 3rd for a quick presentation. So she'll plan on being here that night. We have posted for the transfer station recycling hauling position. That's out. And just to keep you updated, I have, myself and actually the code enforcement has now reached out to meet and greet with Victor Garnick at Ladder Auto. I've been up a couple times, Public Work Director myself, and then he has a lot of work to do still. And we do have the consent agreement signed, so he is obviously in violation of that still. I've reached out and spoke to one company already, that hopefully Thursday they'll be on site to look at the property, to give us a proposal of what they can do. The goal is obviously to get 3 proposals for that.
CIA is interested too.
And
So-
CIA is one of them on the list. And he's been working with CIA, but CIA hasn't been responsive with him apparently for a site location, is what he's been telling me, but, so anyhow, that's what I got, thank you.
Okay. Any questions for Matt? Let's go on to new business.
Just a minute, Dennis,
Yeah.
just to go back, because I see some blinking of eyes as far as the salt shed goes. I want to explain just that they're gonna hook that up to the power, correct?
It's hooked up now, but they don't wanna disrupt the line that's going from the current location until the spring.
Okay.
There's a dirt burial line.
When you said
I'm sorry.
salt shed, I could see some, antennas going up over there, so.
All right, let's go on to new business, discuss vote on loader backhoe for the transfer station. What do you got?
So, as you know, we've been, in our budget this current year, we had planned to try to find a loader backhoe. We've been looking. Jason had located a 2019 loader with under 200 hours, actually I think it's under 190 hours, for $69,500, which was within our budget. They still have it currently, but we wanted to ask you that if the board or the council be willing to authorize the chair to help execute the financial documents so that we don't lose an opportunity for a used piece of equipment. We're not buying a new one. This one's in Massachusetts, 3 hours away, so we'd go look at it first before we make any decisions, but
Well, under 200 hours is just broken in.
Yeah.
Not even,
Yeah.
yeah. Does it have everything you need?
It's got a thumb on it, it's got a fixed bucket, so that's, the current one has a clamshell, on the back, which the thumb will replace, so it should feed all the needs that they need.
Is it bigger than what you have now?
It's a little bit smaller, but
No matter.
not.
You're
not-
going from a cat to a case.
Yeah,
Is that good or
So-
bad?
it's a homeowner's machine,
They're both the same, I mean,
so that's why it's got such low hours. The
Yeah.
homeowner had it and
Doesn't need it.
obviously didn't use it.
Yeah.
a ton of long.
cat versus case, they're both
Good.
about the same price.
Yeah.
Cat probably a little bit better machine, resale value, but,
Do you need a motion for that, or what are you looking for?
for Amber supporting documents, because she'll ask for that too, is a motion that if you would allow the chair and myself to sign the finance documents.
I'll make that motion, as you just stated.
Second.
Second. Any discussion?
the only reason you need a motion is because it's over, what, 10,000 or 20,000?
Because it's the
There's
finance
a
documents.
threshold there.
Yep.
So,
And to keep Audit happy.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll call for a vote. All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Discuss FY '27 municipal budget with the budget committee. Okay?
Just need to set a date, correct?
Well, we got a month before we need to approve it.
Right.
Should the board go over it by themselves first, and then go to the budget committee, or do you want to review it together?
Do whatever you want,
We've done it both ways, that's why I'm asking.
whatever works for you guys. You know, the bottom line is, it's just looking, it's a bottom line, this year's total, compared to last year's total, we're up 4.58%. So, given the, especially in Josh's department, the Riverside's and the Eagle Main increases for tipping fees, which are beyond his control. Jason's was way down, because he's the big building he's trying to keep in sight. I think it was a pretty good
Plus
Really not-
plowing's gone up again.
Yes, yeah.
3.5.
And our debt service was, the increase was for the new building.
Right,
So aside from that, everything was 3% or less.
right.
The best part is we paid off several leases and loans so that it's balancing out as far as the new building and the fire truck that's coming in, so.
What was that total increase, John? 485?
4.58.
58?
4.6.
6, right?
Yeah.
I'm the salesman here.
And the only thing that the suggestion we talked about, I think the last meeting with the council, the budget committee, was about the cable TV, that
Right.
we were gonna have that conversation with you folks. And that's 43,000 and change. Certainly, a decision you guys can make, and or if you leave it in there, but it's an expensive.
And we just gonna make that decision for this budget.
If
For
you
next
keep
year.
it in there, then it would be part of the budget, and then if you decide you don't want it, we pull it out.
We throw it out.
We do have, so while we're talking about some numbers, we do have a couple updated numbers we just got from Maine Municipal for property and casualty. So we do have an adjusted number there. And also for our dispatch, the city council in Biddeford made a slight change, $3,000 or $4,000?
I guess.
It was in that ballpark. So neither one of those two are huge ones, but there's a couple of them that,
What's the difference between the dispatch price and Sanford's? Is it about the same, or?
I have no idea what Sanford is these days.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Any communication from Mass BSIC, from the district yet as far as their budget? Nothing at all?
Nothing.
Well,
Well,
have to
there'll be
ask.
meetings,
we
but
went to, the staff, and we as, back then as select board members, I think Dwayne and I and Matt went, and they didn't even discuss what the budget was. So I'm not sure that it would value anyone to,
When is that meeting?
did they give us a date for that one? I think last year, you went to one of them last year too, right? And,
We all went,
yeah, they talked about the strategic plan, but I know they're talking about the meeting. I don't know if they've did yet. It's gonna be at Alfred Town Hall again.
Yeah. Just curious.
It's not in the next 2 or 3 weeks, so.
Any word of what York County's gonna do?
Haven't heard.
I mean, those are the two biggies that,
Right.
well, county jumped almost 100,000 for us
They were-
last year.
We had a good jump from York County last year.
I can't picture it's gonna be much less than that now, this year.
Well, we can, let's.
Well, we need
can reach
to,
out to
we
them.
need to, as Ron just stated, we need to utilize the fund balance to offset any tax increase.
Definitely.
What number is that the full 850 that we'd use?
Yeah, I think was in agreement that we should use 850.
Yeah.
I don't know that we used 850 in this budget.
We did, because we used
In the
7.
past, he
Okay,
said, cut
okay.
back, cut back.
We
and
used,
kept
we used,
squeezing in.
we used from the ambulance fund
And they're all-
and,
They were all in the general,
Yeah.
they're all in the general fund anyways, but we used 700,000 that we would say was fund balance, and then 150,000 out of EMS.
Yep.
So 850. This was all same pot at the pay. Right, yes.
so we need to
That
scrub
does-
the revenue a little bit.
We've already taken a pretty good stab at that. We have a little bit more work to do on the revenue side, but, yeah, and some of those numbers we've actually increased. as well.
So we're way ahead in excise tax this year,
Yep.
right? So we should book that.
I did. I think I did okay.
And, revenue sharing is iffy, right?
I think it's on track, but.
It's on track,
we-
but-
We won't see, this one we rarely won't see, we'll make up another ones is our solar farms.
Right,
The solar farm ones were done.
yep.
So we'll get the next payment after the end of this current fiscal year. So we have more work to do on the revenue side too.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions, or how do you
What
want
you
to
talking
proceed?
on solar farms? Ballpark of,
216? No, for what we didn't, for the shortage right now?
well, no, but, what are we gonna get out of them as for taxes or this,
I think they said,
Well,
like,
if the state of Maine owes us 50%, if they determine that they're tax exempt,
yep,
then the state of Maine owes us 50% of the
face value?
state value.
So the,
I don't have.
it was
all-
around
I
216,
had it the last week.
but then it was, I think, it was about
I think we only got, like-
140,000, so
yeah.
we're
I
left
think they said
200,000,
November-ish is
yeah.
when we'll get it.
of that ballpark, but.
But it may not come in
Right.
for a year and a half. But when
Hopefully
it's
it's
actually due,
November,
yeah,
but yeah.
Well, originally it was in Betty, and then it goes from Betty to,
And then for whatever reason, when it
Solar.
goes to solar, it just takes longer for them to disperse the money. That's why I don't know.
now there's probably three different checks.
It's the state.
It's a state, that's why.
Yeah. They're
Is it
gonna
three
invest
different
it for a
checks,
while, and then-
is it all combined with the three?
No, they keep them separate.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah. So you may get one tomorrow and one in a month.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's not, no rhyme
It's
or
not.
reason.
Nope.
Yeah.
Is the state revenue sharing on par?
It's on point as to where it should be for us right now, but
And that comes every month.
every month. We have not received this month's yet.
If anybody's interested, you can go to state treasury site.
yeah, I think we put in Maine Revenue Service or something like
Yeah.
that. You can see the projections. And actually, the projections for next year will come out within the probably the next month.
Yeah.
March or April, first, March, end of March, we'll get projections for next year. But if you go to Maine River, you can see our
Yeah,
previous ones.
don't forget the $300 that everybody's gonna get from Jan.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Checks in the mail.
Forgot about that, yeah.
Any other questions? How do we wanna proceed? You wanna do half the budget next week, or next meeting?
Why don't we take a meeting and do it all at once?
It has to
Yeah.
be set by the April 7th meeting.
Right,
I'd like to go home and review it
okay,
before.
all right.
I won't be here the next meeting either, so I'd like to look at it. I'll
Okay.
be where it's much warmer.
Can you zoom in?
I'll call you guys though.
Can you zoom?
Yeah.
So, are you back
No,
on
I'll be
the
in the ship.
17th? 17th?
17th I'll be here.
Okay.
The
So-
3rd I won't be.
Why don't we do a preliminary meeting, next meeting, which will be the 4th, right? And then,
Third.
third, and then approve it,
For the
set
17th.
it up for approval on the 17th.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many public hearings? Just one? Because we have a lot of input.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We should.
Which is sad.
yeah. We'll have to move the meeting.
so, could we have a public hearing on the 17th?
No, we got that on the first meeting in April, correct?
Yeah. What's the first meeting in April?
The 7th, I think it is. The 7th?
Yeah, so that wouldn't work for you though, because that's your final night.
you gonna be here around next week?
Yeah, until I leave on Wednesday.
So,
I'm just thinking that if we took one evening, it ain't gonna be a regular meeting,
Yeah, just,
to get 99% of this done.
yeah,
Uh,
that'd be good with me.
that, I mean, if it would work for the rest of them,
Okay.
but we gotta also include the,
we also have 5 Wednesdays, 5 Tuesdays
Yes.
in March.
Oh, yeah.
So we could have a public hearing on the
24th.
31st
Yeah,
or the 24th.
either or.
Right.
Yeah, you could.
And
Maybe
then,
the way to do it, eliminate the budget on the 3rd and the 17th, and a public hearing,
31st.
31st,
yeah.
at the latest, yeah.
So the 3rd,
So,
17th.
so we would tentatively approve on the 17th, a meeting on the 17th,
Yeah.
and then present it to
check it out in the hallway. I don't know
the
if
public,
it'll,
on the 31st,
Okay.
public hearing,
Yeah.
okay?
Good for you.
Okay,
Good for you.
all right,
Now, did Ron wanna be involved in this one?
no, but
I'll reach out to
he
him.
needs to
I'll touch
reach
base.
out to.
Touch base with him?
Discuss vote to accept the FY 25 audit report.
So moved.
Second.
Actually, wait a minute, I don't know that I wanna do that. Do we wanna take this home and review it and come back and put it on next week's agenda? I just heard you wanted to go over a budget, but this is probably worse than a regular budget, so, I don't
Well,
mind.
we just got the draft report, short report tonight, so, if you wanna delay it to the next meeting, I'm good with that.
And then everybody's got a chance to really look it
Yep.
over, 'cause
Okay.
Okay? So we'll bring it back on the 3rd. So we'll defer that to old business on the 3rd. We have no old business tonight. Other discuss vote to accept the minutes of the February 3rd meeting.
so moved.
Second.
Any
Oh,
discussion?
wait a minute, there was one error in that minutes. You had Republican, or, Woodsum and Woodsum, okay, on your, reporting that, Tractor Supply had finally got the approvals.
Yeah,
It says Woodsum and Woodsum, and it should have been Harrington and Woodsum, I think.
okay, I don't, are you, my minutes or you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got them somewhere here, but,
Okay,
when you reported that on Matt's report,
I'm looking.
Yeah, I'm looking at that too.
Minutes report.
Yeah, Senator
It says Senator,
Senator Harrington.
he says that we, from Senator Woodson, Representative Woodson, oh, he should have been
it
here.
should have been Harrington.
Senator Harrington.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll fix that.
Okay,
So you prove it with that change, or?
yep.
Yeah.
All those in favor? Opposed?
A second.
What else we got? Anybody from the budget committee wanna, recommend, comments, or wanna provide any comments?
Not necessarily.
Okay,
Tell me when you want me here, and I'll be there.
Senior luncheon, put a date on that?
I do, it won't be until April.
Okay.
Pending decisions, you're all set with week actions list. And if anybody wants to have an agenda item, please let me know. We have no items needing signature this evening. So I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
Seconded.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Good night.